Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream. We're doing our Week 4 recap. So if you're on here, make sure to like this stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got these weekly recaps every week, and the NFL season is very, very interesting this year. So it's going to be a fun ride. Mauricio, we are here. It is Week 4. The first month of the NFL season has been completed.
Yep.
You and me, we're the same. We're one of the same. I'm 3-1. You're 2-2. I know your game happened first, Dallas Cowboys. We actually streamed that game, and it was really good. That was a really fun time. Tell me, Mauricio, bro, how are you feeling about your win against the New York Giants? We're going to start off with you guys.
Like my subtitle under my name says, we may have won, but we lost. That game was just
Funny.
just funny, bad. Just everything was just that I saw from the Cowboys. Not everything, but from the flags, we were on pace to beat an NFL record for most flags in a game. At least we have Brandon Aubrey, and at least we have Dak Prescott, because that was an ugly game, and CeeDee Lamb as well. At least we have him too.
Did he miss a field goal? Yeah, he missed the field goal.
He did miss a field goal, but at least he hit everything else.
The Lions do play. The Lions.
Yeah, we lost DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons. Diggs was cramping up, so he was out of the game.
And the Commanders, Broncos. Actually, the Broncos is the biggest surprise. I just want to throw that. The Broncos, that's the biggest surprise of the week. Just want to throw that out. Okay, go ahead.
Who else? There was one more notable.
What you said? Diggs, Parsons.
No, I think that was like the biggest three.
Yeah, the lineman. Maybe I like someone else. Maybe the lineman or something. I don't know. That field does cause
the field was atrocious. MetLife Stadium is ass.
What's up, my man?
But yeah, that game was just ugly. Nothing to it.
Same thing. Your game, your team, and my team are the same, right? Because the Texans, that was also, I could say we might win, but we lost. When we faced Jacksonville, bro, the stress, like that team's 0-3. Why are we not blowing this team out? They haven't shown me a complete game the entire season. We're playing a Buffalo team that I thought was good and maybe good, but just got destroyed, just yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm expecting anytime anymore. Like that's why I say this don't make no sense. I don't know what to expect anymore, because the Texans, we had like 15 penalties. We had it was stupid. We needed CJ Stroud and Nico Collins to save us. And that's a great thing of having a guy who's a superstar level quarterback. He can save you from your own doom. But Laramie Tunsil, here's a statistic, fellas. I'm going to tell you, here's a statistic. Laramie Tunsil has the most penalties of any player in the first 4 weeks since 2000. That's awful. This offensive line, it was very bad. This offensive line gives me heart palpitations. It's awful. And last year, it was so good. Even with all the injuries, it was so good. So now this year, with all this money and draft picks invested, and it's so awful and so undisciplined. And I know, Mauricio, you might resonate with this. I know in the press conference, right? I know after the post game, they're gonna say we got to fix this, we got to fix the penalties, we got to do this and that. But next game, they're gonna set the record for penalties. They don't. They tell me all these things, and they don't do nothing about it. We barely won. Congratulations, Texans. You're 3-1. And hey, congratulations to y'all. Y'all 2-2. And y'all could be much worse. And I could be much worse. But we not. Yeah. So now this next slate of games for us. I don't know about you. I think you said you had a gauntlet.
We got a gauntlet coming up.
But the next 5 games, bro, I got the Jets. I got the Bills is next. I got the Patriots, which is kind of easy, but then they can trap me. I got the Colts. I got the Jets. I got some good. I got the Packers. I got some good teams, and a lot of them on the road. So we gotta lock in. There's 15 penalty stuff. I hope so. I hope so, man. I'm telling you, bro. That win will definitely change the tide of this team for me. But when we face inferior competition, I hate. And I know, Mauricio, do y'all do this? Do y'all play down to y'all's competition?
Oh yeah, that is very notorious. I know if you ask Lewis, he will tell you every time that that's one of the things the Cowboys always do. They always play down to the competition. When we go up against a team that we are supposed to beat, it's like we make it difficult for ourselves for no reason. So it's just that happens all the time.
Yeah, it's infuriating. It hurts. So Texans Cowboys, we escape with wins. I do want to go through these other games as well. One team I got shout out, the Washington Commanders. Y'all boys,
He's on fire.
y'all boys are balling. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Jayden Daniels, I think he has the record for completion percentage in the first 4 games. I think it's past Tom Brady, past everybody.
Yep.
He's killing it. And they just got 42 on the Cardinals. I know they just beat the Bengals the week before. Jayden Daniels, obviously, at this moment, is the rookie of the year. And, bro, he in your division. And I knew he'd be good. I don't know. I had a feeling. I was like, I feel like that's – I know Lewis hate Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn this, Dan Quinn that. But I had a feeling that he was going to be really good for y'all. Are y'all scared of this Washington Commanders team?
Yeah, this is I mean, it's a division opponent, so the game is always going to be hard. Our first game against them is not until week
Oh, it's late.
10, I think week 10. So
Okay.
I mean, we can either get it together or they can be even better. So
they're gonna be 9-1 by then.
they just might be. This could be like what was it, 2020 when they won the division? Like it was us and the Eagles flip-flopping every year, and then like out of nowhere 2020. Well, for us it wasn't out of nowhere because we lost Dak to that ankle injury. I don't know what happened to the Eagles that year, but they just came in and they won the division. So I think it's different though. I can see them honestly winning this division at this point. And that's something that was always in the back of my head, is that like the Eagles look just as inconsistent as us. So the division could be wide open for them, and you know what? I'm here for it. So
that man Lewis be so pissed. Lewis don't want Dan to win that division first time. He don't want that at all.
At least it's good for the Commander fans to get something. So if there's one team that I hate less in our division, it's probably the Commanders. So
man,
good for them.
I tell you, man, this whole league is just all these games are so randomized. Like it's just like I feel like some simulation happened. It's just all but Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles, they got blown out. The Bucks, there was a stat. They showed like 200 yards offense for the Bucks
0.
and then 0 for Eagles. Like, and I know they don't have AJ Brown.
Eagles fans, y'all like Kellen Moore? How y'all liking Kellen Moore?
But the thing, I think the NFL is wide open. You know what I'm saying? There's no team that's like the best team in the league is the Vikings. Right now it's the Minnesota Vikings. And they almost choked that game. They're up 28-0, and the next thing you know, they win 31-29. So, I mean, they almost choked that game. But if you look at the Jets lost the Broncos, and I know Breece Hall, bro, he killed me in fantasy. Boy, I tell you, that boy did nothing for me. Bro, how did Bo Nix play? He had 60 yards.
He had 60 yards. He had -7 yards after the first half. Think about it. -7 yards. At one point, he was at -9 yards, and he got a 2-yard completion, and he got to -7. But
bro, that game must have been that man must have made you pop that out your eyes, boy. This man was 12 for 25, 60 yards and 1 touchdown, won the game. Shout out to the Broncos defense, but and Aaron Rodgers at 225. That game must have been awful to watch, boy.
I mean,
oh my gosh!
I saw the highlights of it, and it was
highlights. Some things highlights.
Yeah. And it was just raining. It was just ugly. This is one of those ugly football games.
I don't know. That might be. There's so much. Okay, let's talk about this game. I'm talking about this game. We're gonna jump to this game. The Colts and Steelers. So the Steelers' undefeated streak is over. Anthony Richardson gets hurt because Anthony Richardson does not know how to play in the NFL. If you realize this thing is still college,
they put him back out there. That doesn't even make sense.
And then he got hurt.
and he
So
got
Joe
hurt.
Flacco comes to save the day, and Joe Flacco, the Browns missing Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco comes to save the day. And they beat the Steelers. Let me ask you, you face the Steelers next week. Do you believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers like they're actually like a legitimate team? Or do you think this is just kind of some fluky stuff?
I don't know about. I guess it depends on the definition of legitimate. Like, can they get in the playoffs? Probably. With especially with the way their division is looking right now. I mean, if
Mm.
they beat the Ravens and the Bengals, which are their hardest competition, even though the Bengals aren't doing too good right now. I mean, they could easily sneak in there. If they don't win the division, easily sneak in as a wild card. So, but do I see them as Super Bowl contenders? Probably not.
No,
But
no. I ain't got no
uh,
clue.
but yeah, this coming week against us, I mean, some people may call it an
Yes.
upset, but it might not. It's not really looking like we're that much higher than them, So
I mean, same tier.
yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah. So you can call it an upset if they do win, but I can definitely see the Steelers upsetting the Cowboys this week.
yeah. I mean,
Especially with our defense being hurt. Justin Fields has the potential to run all over us. If he's not passing the ball, he just takes off, and who's going to be in that line to stop him? So you got to depend on the linebackers and the DBs.
He had a good game though. He had 300 yards passing, a touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, 10 carries, 55 yards. Like he played a good game. So I think he's getting some really good feel of it. I don't think
He's
Russell
not
Wilson.
turning the ball over, so that's always good.
Let me see. Did I see these? I know this person did. He knows your mama. Hopefully not. this freaking, what the heck is this? This man. We always gotta get the trolls in here. I know we always gotta get the trolls. The last game I need to talk about, and I'm not gonna talk about it yet because that game is very interesting. But Browns and Raiders. Let's talk about this game. Harrison, big Cleveland Browns fan, and he hasn't been on for a little while. Hopefully, I was good with him. But the Cleveland Browns are getting exposed. They did seem like a team that was kind of one in and one out type of team. NFL is hard to make playoffs every year, right? And when the boys 1-3, right? They lost to the Raiders. Yeah. Everything looking bad, bro. I mean, do you think this is Deshaun Watson's last year? I don't think, and a lot of Browns fans say it wasn't their fault. It wasn't his fault, but do you think this is his last year in Cleveland?
Probably, given their track record of shipping out quarterbacks when it doesn't work out, I can definitely see it might be a little bit harder because of his contract and how much they gave him fully guaranteed. You're already seeing like conspiracy theories out there of the Browns like trying to make stuff up so they can get out of the contract and all this stuff. But I mean, just judging off of his football play, he hasn't done anything. He's not looking like his old self, not even close. So
he never will. Karma got him. It's the plot. That thing got him and destroyed that man. Yeah, hey, for me, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, that trade's the best trade I ever did. I'm so happy that the Browns did that. And obviously, like I said, they're missing Joe Flacco because I think Cleveland is a talented enough team. They don't play well. They're not playing well this year, but they are a talented enough team to be in the play. Losing the first round, to be in the playoffs, competent quarterback play. But how many passing yards he had? Let's see. How many yards did he have? I know he was boo boo. Was he boo boo? He was boo boo. 176.
1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Bro, the quarterback play this year has been like a record low. It's just awful. It's just not good this year, bro. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. Quarterbacks are not playing quarterback position anymore.
What they doing?
Something
changed.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing more and more the scrambling quarterback. But let me see. At least I know. I think Dak is still leading the league in yards.
Probably.
And he's one of those quarterbacks that you can say he's. Well, at least Tom Brady says this, so I'm going to quote Tom Brady. He's playing the quarterback position like it's traditionally played, where you're staying in the pocket and getting throws downfield, and not really taking off too much. So I think that obviously that attributes to him being the yards leader. And I don't see a lot of some. I mean, just quarterback play. I mean, has been inconsistent, but
Yeah.
the other top quarterbacks. I mean, like Lamar, Mahomes, they're scramblers. They'll get out Josh Allen too. They won't really hesitate to take off. So maybe that's also contributing.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's been very inconsistent. I think also
So
defense has got better. Oh, one thing as well, make sure to like this video. If you're on the stream right now, make sure to like this stream. And also, if you're liking what we talking about, give me
Donations.
right there. Donate to the channel, help support the channel. That super chat button is right by the chat button. So just
Donations.
definitely appreciate it. Mauricio, you spoke about Patrick Mahomes. Let me talk about Patrick Mahomes right now too. They faced the Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, I'm not gonna lie. Like if he wasn't Patrick Mahomes, if you drafted him in fantasy and he wasn't Patrick Mahomes, you would get rid of him because he's not playing well. Like this game, 245, 1 touchdown. Like what's Mahomes' stats? What is his touchdown stats? And his interception was one of the most costly interceptions I have ever seen. Because in this interception, he hit accidentally his number one receiver, Rashee Rice, in his knee and
knocked
tore
him
his
out of the
ACL.
season. It's
And that
crazy.
pissed me off because that's my receiver. That was my guy. I had Cooper Kupp, and then now I get Rashee Rice, and now he out. That's like the worst interception I've ever seen. It wasn't just, he hit that man so hard in his knee, it was crazy. I said, dang. So
that was tough to see. Right now he has 6 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
5 interceptions. That's buns. That is complete buns. Right? What's wrong with him? I know, like his receivers, maybe you could say a lot of injuries, but even before the injuries, I feel like he just wasn't looking Mahomes like.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to like pinpoint it because I mean he's not, unless he's fighting some injury that they haven't disclosed. I mean you don't really, you can't really explain this. So maybe it'll be interesting to see if he kind of locks in, goes back to his old regular self later on in the season. Maybe just a rough start this year. Who knows? The refs definitely have been helping out, so his record could look extremely different if it weren't for a couple of calls going his way. So,
are you kidding
it'll
me?
be interesting.
Them boys would be 2-2 minimum, 2-2 the way they playing if it wasn't for them referees. I mean, I watched that Chargers Chiefs game. That game was awful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought the Chargers had every chance to get the win in that game. I mean, I saw it was 10. They scored 10 points off Chiefs turnovers. I'm like, okay, now score again. They just never did. They said, okay, we're done. I don't want to do it no more. So the Chiefs got every opportunity to get the lead in this game. It was the dumbest thing ever. But it's just like, bro, if you are a team in the AFC that is relevant, Bills, Ravens, Texans, the Chiefs, they got all these injuries. Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce washed. Patrick Mahomes, see 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions in a month. Bro, snatch that. Bro, snatch it from their soul. I'd snatch it from their soul. Are you kidding me?
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy because they're 4-0, but then their closest competition, the Bills, are now 3-1, and they looked just not like the Bills yesterday. So it's just like the Bills could have, if they won yesterday, they could have stuck with the Chiefs, knowing that hey, this Chiefs team is not looking as good, as dangerous as in years past. Like we gotta take this opportunity because you never know, the 1 seed could come down to just 1 game difference. So that's hopefully the Bills. I mean, I don't know, but that was a weird game yesterday.
It was all weird, bro. I'll tell you before we go into that game. Before we do, make sure to like this stream if you're on this stream. Shout out to everybody who's watching us wherever you're at. Comment down below. Comment in the chat where you're from. What's your favorite team? Bills, Ravens. The Ravens blitzed the Bills. Now, it was so confusing. I thought this was the game because Buffalo looked so good the first 3 games that I was like, okay, these boys about to come in, they're gonna lock in, and they're gonna even if they lose, it's competitive, right? They're gonna lose by 3 back and forth. I'm like, I get it's the Ravens, right? And then Derrick Henry first play just destroys you, and then after that, it all day. Derrick Henry had amazing game, and I'm like, dang, they scored 10 points. Obviously, I got Bills player in my fantasy, so Dalton Kincaid and James Cook was cooked. That's why I'm 1-3 right now in my fantasy because I've cooked. Everybody keep underperforming, but I don't know who to trust. Like Mauricio, let me ask you this: who do you trust besides the Chiefs? Because plot. Who do you trust in the AFC in the postseason? Like if they in the postseason, because I don't know. I was gonna say the Bills, and then they play like that, and then the Ravens they blow leads all the time. The Texans, most penalized team in the league. She still says, I don't know. Who do you trust the most in the AFC, bro?
At this point, oh man,
Yeah.
that's.
Who?
I mean,
Comment down below.
I'll keep the Bills in there just because it's the Bills. I mean, anything can happen any given Sunday. Maybe they just had an off night. Um, the Initially I wanted to put the Bengals in there, but they're sitting at 1-3, so
Yeah, they
that's
got
just
a lot to catch up.
that's rough.
They got to
So,
catch up.
but I mean, as a runner up, I'll put the Texans in there as well, even though they're
Most penalized team.
the most penalized team right now. I think they have um, I think they have good coaching and a good mentality, and uh, to kind of like put that to the side, like okay, like let's lock in. Like I can see them locking in, and you know, leaving those mistakes behind, not dwelling on them. Um, I know
You got
D'Amico's going to get them right. They're probably
to show
doing.
me. They got to show me. Hey, you tell
Probably
me all
doing
that.
extra conditioning this week, so
You got to
we'll
show
see.
me. Bobby Slow, you got to lock in, bro. That coaching, you say good coaching, but offensive line coach obviously trash. Offensive line look awful, and they penalties are insane. Like I said, Laremy Tunsil's the most penalized player, and he's a great pass protector, but he's the most penalized player. Before we get into the predictions of this, these games happening right now, did want to ask NFC 49ers, they just won. They have all the injuries. Christian McCaffrey has tendonitis in both his legs.
In both of his legs.
So his things just keep
Bilateral.
progressing. They keep progressing and getting worse. So
Yeah.
they the kings of the NFC, right? What team do you realistically think in the NFC has a shot to knock the 49ers off the throne?
Probably the Lions. That's the most obvious answer
Don't tell
right
me what you
now.
said. Don't tell me what you
Um,
said.
Listen, that's in the playoffs. I don't know about tonight. Tonight could be different.
Yeah, man. Seahawks.
Although I
Hey,
don't
go
think so.
Seahawks, right? Or go Lions. I don't know. There's Lions fans and there's Seahawks fans in the here. So I don't want to like divide nobody here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't want to divide nobody. But you say the Lions.
But yeah, the Lions. I think they have a solid team. Um, I mean, obviously they were there last year, and they could have beat the Niners. Didn't go their way. So I think if anyone has a realistic chance, it's probably the Lions. That's the most obvious one right now. Now
It is.
there could be a shock in the divisional round, but we'll see. I guess time will tell.
The Vikings.
With
You
my
think the
chances.
Vikings compete? I mean, the way they playing and Sam Darnold playing, but it's just like it seemed fluky to me. I don't know. They got
Yeah,
great.
it's like how sustainable is that going to be? Um, I want to believe in Sam Darnold. Um, he's playing
Yeah,
outstanding, but it's just like you see this not every year, but you see this where teams have hot starts and then they just collapse.
the
Whether it's in
ghost
the
was so.
playoffs or late in the regular season, the teams just kind of like fall off. Something happens, maybe they get hit with injuries. So it's just like right now the ship is sailing, but you never know, a storm could be brewing, and that'll be tough. So it's tough for me to put the Vikings in there, even though they are playing very
Amazing.
well.
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't know. They might win the division either. But the Lions are 3-1, so they're right there. So any slip up,
That is a
Seahawks
bold
2-0.
prediction.
Go for it, man. If you're a Lions fan, do you agree with that? Are you gonna stand? Are you gonna stand for that?
I know Jungle Jams like that one.
I know you like that one. That'd be crazy. If they do that, then we say the Seahawks compete with the 49ers. They doing that to the Lions. And wait, this game is in Seattle or is in Detroit? We'll do our predictions. It's in Detroit. We'll do our predictions. The first game is awful. Tennessee versus Miami.
You might get already started.
I know. I see. You might get a good meme out of that, but Will Levis already threw an interception. He 2 for 3, 20 yards. Okay, well that's dumb. So who are you picking to win this game? It's a battle of buns.
I mean, I had the Titans in this one.
I gotta get my son.
Although I do hope.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I hope Tyreek goes off because I would gladly take that in fantasy, but I did pick the Titans to win this matchup. Just going off of the fact that the Dolphins just looked terrible last week, but
I'm gonna pick the Dolphins here. I think they got a new quarterback, Tyler Huntley. Probably gave him a week to learn. And they got the weapons for it there at home. I think, and that man already threw an interception. So I'm gonna pick the Dolphins in this game. The very exciting Seahawks versus Lions game. 3-0 Seahawks at Detroit. Jungle Jams is for you and Cooper, Detroit fan, and anyone else who's a Detroit fan. Who Mauricio, whoever you pick,
edits.
They may not like you. They may not like you whoever you pick, but who are you picking in this matchup?
I think it's gonna be a close game actually. But I do have the Lions slightly over the Seahawks. But I can definitely see it potentially going the Seahawks way. I think it could come down to like a one field goal type thing.
I'll pick the Lions. I'll be honest with you. Actually, last time they played, it was really close. I think the Seahawks won that game, but I think it was in Detroit as well. I think they come back. I think the Lions get because I remember that was like last year in overtime, really good game. Hopefully, it's that good today, because he said Lions easy work. I feel you, bro. Lions easy work. I think it'll be close though. I think the Seahawks. I mean, they have a kind of fluky-ish 3-0. To be honest, they're 3-0. They face a lot of bun teams, but I think that gives you good confidence when you go in. Detroit, they got blown out. Or did they get blown out? No, they lost to Tampa Bay. It wasn't a blowout, but
yeah.
I'm gonna pick I picked the Lions in this one. And yeah, Mauricio, you say you're not a fan of these two Monday Night Football games, so you're not a fan of that?
No, it's kind of weird. Like I don't really know why they're doing two. Why they do two games on Monday night? It's just
I ain't tripping.
I don't know. They could have just maybe I kind of like the Friday night game. I mean, it kind of takes away from college a little bit, but
yeah, don't watch that first game, that Tennessee game. That Tennessee, yeah. Watch the second game because they assume Will Levis could probably be good, and they saw maybe Tua's gonna play in that game. But yeah, that game gonna be straight buns. Mauricio, last thing before we go, what I wanted to do, and if you're on here, make sure to like the stream. That helps the channel grow. It helps the algorithm push the channel. So if you're on here, make sure to press that like button. It's free. It's wonderful. And if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and send us super chat donations right there where that red arrow is. Be definitely very, very grateful. Mauricio, could you pull up the week 4? Was it week 4? Week 4 pick'ems. Can you pull up who did the best on that? Because I feel like I did okay. I feel like in predictions, I feel like I did okay. There was some upsets. Did I pick the? I think I might have got that. But the Broncos, nobody got that. That's insane. Broncos over Jets, and no one got that. What we got? What are we looking like? Oh, you got updated.
I forgot to update the colors on it.
No, you good. You good, bro. All you gotta do. I mean, you can just show. You gotta. I know you want to make sure you look beautiful, but you can just show it. It's fine. We can update as we go, bro. This is one of them chill live streams, man. This ain't the Sports Factory podcast. Or at least show me. Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, I looked. They put me all the way down. Can you get it closer, beautiful?
So right
That's
now,
great.
just these
That's
two.
hilarious. It's better than him in
We got
college. That's hilarious.
Dallas. You got Atlanta, Cincinnati, then Chicago.
I picked Chicago, right? Okay,
Yep.
good. Minnesota, I did. Good job, Jesse. Good job. I'm doing okay. Houston, okay. Julie, just focus on me right now. Actually. Focus on me and you. We can't because they not here right now. Because I'm actually happy. I feel like I did pretty good. Houston, I know that.
I'll do the coloring later. Yeah,
Yeah,
Houston. We got.
I got that right.
So yeah, you're
Cool.
on fire right now.
I got the Jets wrong. Everybody got. Besides, who put Denver? Superstar? Who put Denver?
That was Maurice.
Maurice, he got the script. I
Green,
got the Jets.
green. This is your first L.
Got Philly wrong.
Got Philly wrong.
Got
Commanders
Commanders
right.
right.
Yep.
San Francisco, Kansas
Francisco
City,
right. Kansas,
Las Vegas. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's
Buffalo.
right there.
You cooked.
I picked Seattle. I picked Seattle though. Okay,
And you
well,
picked
go
Seattle.
Seattle. I think that's because Jungle Jazz gave me a donation. But hey, give me another donation.
Donation.
Jungle Jazz gave me a donation, so I picked Seattle. We're gonna keep it though. I'll keep Seattle in there. All right. Too late for me to get in those picks. Yeah, but we can make one for you, my man. We can make one for you. Because the season, the week's already over. But if you want to be in these, you can Mauricio if you want, and I'll text him. I have his number. You can add my man Brooklyn Rio. You can put him in there, and yeah,
If he's in the
definitely
Discord, I can send the link in there.
He is in the Discord, yes. And if you're,
I'll send the link in the football chat.
You should join the Discord if you want to be a part of these pick'ems, because we're gonna try to give a prize to whoever wins, who has the highest score at the end of the season. So, if you're not in these, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Too late, yeah. But Mauricio, man, week 4 was a journey, wasn't it, man?
Yeah.
Week 4 was a journey, and week 5 only gonna get harder. You understand me? Week 5 gonna get only stupider from here. So if you're on here, make sure to like the stream. Like I said before, we have a Sports Factory podcast as our main podcast. It'll be this Wednesday at 7:00 Central Time. So come tune into that where we talk about all the teams. We have about 4 or 5 people on there, and we have a great time. So come in, say hello. We love to see you. If you want to support the channel, always down.
Donations.
That super chat button is very, very appreciated if you send a donation. But if you don't want to do that, at least like the video. Tells the algorithm that you're liking the content. Mauricio, is there any final words before we let these boys and girls go?
I think we got everything. Good recap this week. Interesting week as always.
Yeah, man. And for me, Texans clean up those penalties. Like I said, from what I see, shout out to Commanders, y'all boys balling. Dan Quinn going crazy. Lewis, I know you crying about that. And number 2, the NFL is wide open. So if you are an AFC team or an NFC team, lock in. Houston, lock in. Don't lead the league in penalties, bro. We need to. The Chiefs are injured. The Bills are iffy right now. Ravens, lock in. We face the Bills next week. That's going to determine if you're actually good or not. Hey, with that, we're going to catch everyone here on the next stream. Yeah, shout out to my man. Get the likes up. Shout out to my man. I almost missed Lewis. I almost missed Lewis in here. He's on the Discord. Yeah. So join that Discord as well. If you're on here, join that Discord. Make sure to like the stream. We're going to catch you guys on the next stream. We out of here. Peace.